And welcome back to another episode of Total Control with Huesca. So I thought we'd start on the finances screen today, so you can sort of see that we're not doing great considering we've been promoted to La Liga. I don't know what the prize money's like if we were to stay up, but I feel like it could probably be worth quite a lot of money to keep a team like Huesca in the top flight, which is where, as things stand, if the league ended today, we would stay in the top flight. But I think other teams got to play this weekend, and I have a sneaky suspicion that might not go so well for us. However, we do have a game against Leganes this week. It's bottom of the table. They've won maybe a couple of games all season. We even won away at them. That's how bad they are. And that was our first win, I believe, as well, was away at these guys. And match day 12, I think it was. So, then again, it does have all the hallmarks of one of those slippery banana skins. And this isn't even one of those just don't lose games, because they're not going to catch us. They're not going to catch anybody. This is one of these games that we need to win and put it to bed. Get to 30 points. Because then that would actually mean we'd have more points than games played, which to me is the real blueprint of actually surviving. And that would get us really close to getting towards that 40 points. I don't think we'll actually need 40 to stay up, but I do feel like the target of like 35 might well be a bit of an understatement, because teams are picking up points now and it is getting scary. So, obviously, Ischeta's banned for a game. We knew that was going to happen. No surprises there. It's not really dropping points, is it? Away at Valencia, who are 5th in the league. Yeah, it was particularly impressive, but it's just getting silly. So we've actually only conceded 4 from indirect free kicks this season. So it just feels like more in my head. This one is insanity. 10, and I believe that some of these don't even count as indirect free kicks because it's second phase, but I don't know if it counts them or not, but that is ridiculous. 4 from corners, 4 from indirect free kicks, 10 from indirect free kicks, that's 18. And it's not like we're even the most foully team. Like, we're up there. Fair enough, Sevilla, Eibar and Valencia are also up there with the most number of fouls made. So I want to see how they've done. So Valencia have conceded 4, Sevilla 4, Eibar 4. But they've all conceded more fouls than us, and yet we've conceded more than twice the number of indirect free kicks than they have. Which means either they're committing fouls in different places, or we just can't defend them to save our lives. Eibar have conceded 3, Valencia 2, Sevilla 1 direct free kick. And again, it's like, Interestingly, Leganes, despite all their abilities to be rubbish, have not conceded a single direct free kick or indirect all season. Yet they've conceded 359 fouls, and yet not single free kick has been conceded. Insanity. I guess the point I'm making is don't expect us to score a free kick against Leganes this weekend. Yes, massive. John Guidetti, Burnley legend John Guidetti's penalty sinks Getafe to another defeat. Massive for us. Come on, Sevilla. 2-1, yes! Quincy Promes and Simon shares penalty sink Valladolid to another defeat for them. So Getafe stay below us on the same number of games played. Brilliant, that's really important. And we've got a better head-to-head against them as well. Very, very important as well. Betis do have a game in hand though, and they could go above us, but it still wouldn't drop us into the relegation places at all. Valladolid now are 3 points from safety and have played 2 more matches. So they're just about starting to be sunk. Why have Leganes still only played 26 games? What is going on there? I don't understand that, but that does suggest to me that they've got a lot of games against teams down towards the bottom, which could lead to a lot of teams down at the bottom getting loads of points, or Leganes pulling off the most unlikely comeback. So at the moment, us and Betis are definitely the informed teams down towards the bottom. We've got 9 points from our last 5 matches, and Betis have got 6 points in there too, whereas Girona have got 1, Getafe have got 2, and Valladolid have got 4. It's not looking good for them, and Eibar really are a sinking ship currently, it would seem, with Getafe not doing a very good job of it either. Lots of goals being conceded by those teams, as are we, but we've got a lot more goals in our name than a lot of teams down there at the moment. Look at that, our actual goal scoring is fantastic compared to some of these teams. Leganes have only scored 20 times this year. So, since we played on the Sunday, we've got a full week to have a look at this. So, I'm going to leave that one as it is, and then we'll do an attacking movement training here, because we've got to go attacking movement here. That's actually not bad. This one, however, I might put some of our favourites at the start of the week here instead, just so that we get a little bit more drummed into us. Keeps it relatively tight. Attacking movement. Chance creation on the day. Actually, I'd rather have chance conversion. Keep pushing that into them. I don't know, that Leganes game is so important. I've had this one earmarked for a little while. I figured it was going to be a pivotal game, and it kind of still is, to be honest, because of the other teams picking up pace. I actually can't believe we've caught up with Getafe and Girona. It just shows you how bad they've been over the past sort of 7 or 8 matches. Oh god, it's Eibar versus Girona. I didn't know this was happening. Remember, also, we're playing on the Sunday, so there's going to be other fixtures too. I guess come on Eibar? 3-0 to Eibar. Can we make this not be, like... There we go. Yeah, I guess come on Eibar. I mean, they've been on a dreadful run, but I guess they're a bit better than that. The main thing for me, though, is them sinking Girona to another defeat, putting another 3 goals past them as they continued their plummet, basically. So now we have a game in hand on them, and it's against the bottom club. So that's definitely a positive sign in there, too. They look like... Honestly, I think we just... Betis, yeah, they probably will finish quite high in the end, I think, anyway. But I feel like Girona, we just need to keep them sinking and hope that we can stay above them. Because we've got that better goal, that better head-to-head. And I think even if we lose to them somehow in that away match, there's no way they're going to better our head-to-head. Okay, some of these guys want to do more quickness training, so we can definitely do with that. God, finding this menu, I tell you what, real bugger. It's so hidden. They all want a bit more quickness, so I'll let them do it. I don't always want to give in to players, but seriously, the fact that this menu to find training happiness is hidden in all players, then you have to go into happiness. Like, that is way too hidden. Like, it's cool that this is an option to have all this, but my god, they need to put that in a more obvious place. Esheta is going to miss 2 to 3 weeks with pulled knee ligaments after kicking the ball. Do we have to do training sessions without kicking the ball now? Okay, it doesn't matter in the grand scheme. I mean, it kind of does, but also we've got David Costas to come, and he was going to have to come in anyway because of the suspension. This is only going to, I mean, it's going to cost him a couple of extra weeks, and that is a bit of a concern because he's such a good player, but I feel like Costas is definitely a worthwhile replacement. Well, I mean, it took a penalty from Kevin Gamero to actually get Valencia the victory, so fair play to for the Garners for hanging on as long as they have, but that's one more of their games in hand that have just been ticked away, and they're going down, we know that. Always remember though, our media prediction was 19th, and we currently sit 15th. We're punching above our weight at an alarming level right now. Musto's broken his ankle, and they've actually recalled him completely. So that is a big piece of news. The fact that Damien Musto is done, that's him gone for the season. With their game being on our game being on the Sunday, it means that our rivals are probably going to get to play first. One of whom is Getafe playing against. Watch them go and win. 2-0. Rakitic and Coutinho putting more goals past Getafe. They're on 4 consecutive defeats now, racking up negative goal difference, and more importantly, giving us another game in hand over them to give us a real good chance here. We can actually catch up a little bit to Vallecano with a win if we get a win. Actually, I might. In fact, they're literally saying it right now, and I think they're probably right. Just switch that over. Okay, so they want us to go attacking. We probably won't do that. We'll go positive. We can maybe switch to attacking if we need to. We're massive favourites, but that puts the pressure on us. Home record has been important. We genuinely have turned our home record into a very, very important factor this season. I feel like our home record is going to be the reason we stay up if we do, particularly with 6 of our final 9 matches all being at home. We're on 27 points right now. If we took 9 points from our last 9 matches, that would put us on 36 points, which might well be enough to stay up. I just don't know. But in so doing, that would basically mean we just win 3 of those home matches, and that's us there right now. So that's the plan. I want 10 points. Let's say 10. 10 points from our final 9 matches, and I think we'll be able to survive if we can achieve 10 points from that. So let's start ticking those points off. So Betis are hosting Sevilla. That's a huge derby. Eibar away at Atletico, and Levante at home Real Madrid. I really want away win, home win, away win. Oh no! Betis win the derby over Sevilla. 7th place Sevilla. This is what I mean about Betis waking up. Plus, it was the derby, a hotly contested match, and they've come out on the right side of it. Levante have trashed Real Madrid 4-0. What is it with Real Madrid and losing massively to our relegation rivals? Okay, Levante have been in good form recently. Literally, they've not lost since we beat them. But Real Madrid have lost 4-1 to Vallecano, 4-1 to Levante, and didn't they lose at home against Vallecano? Oh no, that was Barcelona that lost at home to Vallecano. It's crazy. Some of the results Real Madrid pull out are ridiculous. Point is though, Betis have now gone above us in the league, but we do still have Getafe and Girona both underneath us, and that is really, really important because they genuinely look like they're in terrible form right now. They both are. They've got 1 point from the last 5. We've taken 9. Right, briefing. Positive mentality. They like that. Not that I care. Not that I care! But it is useful, because that seems to be what does us well anyway. We're the massive favourites. They are, oh my goodness, that's interesting as well. Just see. Scout report. Are these big players for them? Rotation, and Juan Fran has no squad status. Is it because he's on loan? Oh, he's unregistered. They've got good jumping reach. Decent creativity on the right. Top scorer only has 5. They're not good at dribbling or finishing. Always helpful. Right, okay, let's take a look at the system firstly. So Carrillo is a target man with Braithwaite and Arnaiz on the right-hand side. Ruben Perez here, Vasiga. They're playing a very similar system to us, with Alan Nyon playing there too. They're weak against 4-4-2s. They've got a couple of draws in there, but they've lost a lot of away games. That's kind of the key thing. I just want to have a look at mentality shape, cautious, structured. Yeah, okay. Analyst report. So they lost 1-0 at home to Valencia, predominantly through the middle. Which is interesting considering the system. I guess they were just compressed from that. Positional heat map. Yeah, mostly the middle of the park. Passing network. Tried to get it out wide, but couldn't really do it. Couldn't really find Braithwaite at all here. He must have pushed really far inside. Decent number of key passes, though. All right. Levante, they got a draw. Very, very even. And Braithwaite, again, was their main man, getting them the goal. And a draw against Betis at home as well, with Braithwaite, once again, being pretty damn important in that one. But they can see crosses from the right wing. So Tathic Chong's key passing could come out today. They basically score the exact same type of goal that they concede, but particularly with placed shots. 58% of the goals they've conceded have come from placed shots. So, Carrillo, fine. We'll just leave that as it is for now. Simonovsky isn't going to start. No red cards, interestingly. Arnace likes a dribble. I still feel like I want to go after Braithwaite a little bit more. And yeah, I'll keep on Ruben Perez. We're not going to go after Silva, though. Leave the fullbacks alone for now. This feels more like one of those games where it's more about what we do than what they do. So Esheta is coming out, unfortunately, for him. Luckily, David Costas could come in. Interesting that Amadou could play there as well. Not that we've got that option for us right now. So, Jose Angel, I'm going to bring him out because I feel like Luisinho, I don't know, he was poor in the last game. Walker Peters or Carlos Acapo? Walker Peters or Carlos Acapo? They reckon we should start Walker Peters. I'm not sure about it, but I feel like Acapo's just needs to be taken out the firing line. He's made 2 mistakes that have cost us points. Well, not really. Like, he's scored 2 own goals in 2 matches. That is not acceptable, considering how good he's been for a lot of the season. I think Walker Peters needs an opportunity to shine, particularly as he's so dynamic down this right-hand side, and I think that's where we're going to get in a lot, hopefully. No. Both Leganes and Betis have not won a single away match this season, and they've only gained 2 points on the road and conceded 30 goals in 14 matches, an average of 2 goals a game away from home. This has to be a victory. There's no excuse for it. Whereas our away record is still pretty piss poor, but it is at least slightly better. I also do kind of feel that there's no way in hell that we're going to go the rest of the season and win out of those important home games. We're going to drop points in one of these important home games we've got. We're not going to be able to be that consistent at home. That being said, we had a draw against Valencia, we had the loss against Celta Vigo, and we've won all the others. So you could actually argue that we actually have so far been completely 100% in the winnable home games, which is pretty important, but it's going to end eventually. I just hope and pray that it's not today against the bottom club. Please, don't give them their first away win. Let's have this. Let's go out here. Let's beat Leganes in our... Let's get another home win under our belt and move on to 30 points. If we go to 30 points after 30 games, I think that means we're in with a real shot. Galan, he's going to be super important today. They're all going to be super important. Silva, you dare. Oh, they nearly did as well. Yep, that was my fault. I didn't realise that Malero was fit again, and I forgot that he wasn't normally in the starting 11. Are we going to continue? Well, it's too late to make that change now, so we'll have to sort of accept that. Oh my god. Oh no, this is going to be the Sevilla game all over again, isn't it? No, well blocked. And now Luisinho is injured after 8 minutes. I would leave him on, but this is the thing. Should be able to know. We'll see about that. I'm concerned about him, to be honest, because I don't want him getting caught out, because it's that left back spot that particularly is vulnerable. We've got a lot of the ball so far, which is ideal, but I am so sick of conceding from set pieces. Just when I thought we'd got the corner one under control, ball whipped in, nobody's marking him. Oh my god! Come on! Abysmal. And now we trail at home to the bottom club who have no away wins all season. I really do feel that without Juanpi, we've lost a lot of attacking threat. He's such a useful outball, and right now we were very fortunate to create. We still create chances against Valladolid, but it was on the fence. Valencia, we created nothing, and today we look just as completely vapid as far as chances are going. I think what this is just showing is how important certain players are to the style of football we play, and how without them we really do look completely at sea. Walker Peters again, space to get a ball in. He's not going to do it though, is he? No, of course not, because that would be ridiculous. That would involve him actually doing what he's supposed to do. He takes a touch. There's an obvious space to put a cross in. There's players in the box. He's got the opportunity. No, what do? They take an extra touch to make sure that the defender gets across to block it. Even when you're not on play for set pieces, they still seem to be doing it. Luisinho takes it short for Chong, and that's a useless ball. Only took half an hour. I actually think we should go to attacking. That's what they recommended before the match. Maybe we should just try and impose ourselves on them a little bit more. Particularly as they're going to... Oh my god! I think it might just be, when you play FM as much as I've had to, well not had to, but as much as I do for this channel, you tend to see patterns in the way that the match engine behaves, and unfortunately, it's things like that that really let you know what's about to happen, unfortunately. Not that you're about to concede an immediate goal, it's not as obvious as that, but that's the way that it represents your team not playing very well, and my god is it frustrating when they just can't do even the simplest things right. Toure, Chong, go on lad, put that ball forward, keep on running, do something, anything. Hernandez, he's through, and it's blocked for him, but we can still get a ball in. And we haven't. Chong's header is saved by Coelho. We caught them on the break a little bit there. Come on. They certainly want to go end-to-end with us, which could definitely not end well for them. And Galan! Saved by Cuellar. Ruben Perez has made a couple of mistakes for them as well, so Torre's been decent. So let's see where to go from here. They get a lot of the ball with Alan Nyom out in this right-back spot. He wants to always press Jonathan Silva. I assume he's on that right-back on the right-hand side too. So I think we want to press both Silva and Nyom. But what we're also going to do is, yeah, he's being hampered by that injury. I don't know what my assistant was on about. Jose Angel's going to come on. I'm also going to get Rivera off for Malero. I know it's a double substitution at half-time, but I think that was my mistake for not starting him in the first place. And As for where we go from here, I might actually defend a little bit more intently. Try and press them more in the second half and get in on them, because we need to win a bit more of the ball. We just need to be better in this second half. I just really do feel like the lack of Juanpi is what's causing us these problems at the moment. I think we were kind of fortunate, not fortunate to win against Valladolid. Like, we were definitely the better side, but I think like we could have been a lot better than them had it not been for the fact that, actually, I think, was Juanpi available for that game? I don't think he was he? Just don't look. Just, even if we have to pull this back and get an embarrassing home point against this mob, a point is better than nothing. Although Hernandez has pushed nicely into the corner there and is at least pressing them a little bit more. Oh, he's through! Oh! I'm so done. I know it's a little bit of a tight angle, but it's basically an open goal. Keep the pressure on them for the entirety of this second half. Do not let up. Oh, look at the space. Through for Hernandez. What are you doing? He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper and yet again cannot finish his dinner. Chong. And Chong is tipped over the bar by Cuellar. Watch us go the entire second half of just battering them now, and then, yeah, still not come up with anything. Galan and Cuellar will come and say, we should be in level here at least. After that blaze of brilliance, we've now gone for like a 20-minute spell where there was not a single highlight. Jose Angel. Toure. I don't know why we suddenly went off the boil for 20 minutes, but now we're back, it would seem. Jose Angel, ball in. Does go it. Chong! Saved by Cuellar. Insua. There's definitely room for us to play out from the back now. Insua. Galan. Here we go. Ball inside, perhaps, into the channel. Oh, they just refused to play the right ball. Oh, that's a good ball. It's going to be another corner, of course. Or not. Galan. Back in field, perhaps. Toure. All across for Chong. Yes! The defenders missed it, and Tate Chong scores an equaliser for us. Yaya Toure with the assist. Of course he does. And it's 1-1. And, I mean, we've deserved that. We've created way more chances than them on the night. Jose Angel gets a bit fortunate there. Galan, I thought he'd muck this up, but Toure, this is a special ball in. Bam. And the defender misses that. Well, I don't know if he does, and that's actually not the defender. It was their... Oh, it is. It's their left back. He's missed it, and Chong has scored the equaliser. Right, let's push. We are far from done in this match. Can we turn around another game against a team below us in the league at home where we've probably been the better side and just aren't quite getting what we needed? If anything, I'd say we've actually been better in this game than we were against Valladolid. We're pressing them very intensely, which I think was what made the difference in this game, honestly. Just us going after them a bit more viciously. Cuellar. Looking long. Won by Jose Angel. Toure flicks it down for Hernandez. He's got to slip it through for someone. Goes for Chong. There's a man at the back post, perhaps. Can he get the ball across? No, but it could still come to someone. No. Correa, watch out for the ball into the channel, and Walker Peters mops that up nicely. Okay. Hernandez is through again. He's offside. Fair enough, he's offside. Particularly not in a game where we've actually played pretty well, limited them to very few opportunities, and had plenty of our own. Pretty much what we want to be doing with this sort of tactical approach. But I guess what I'm saying is that you can't always... It's not always going to work. You know what, screw it. I'm going to put us on very attacking because I feel like if we lose a point, it's a point, but we could gain 3 here. Just keep that pressure on them. Do not let up. Toure, cleared away. Amadou picks it up again. Round the side for Hernandez! Oh my god, it was onside. Oh, I don't believe it. The fact that he was actually onside there and mucked it up. Gaia, ball across. Chong again! Round the post again. Based on the balance of play, we deserve the win. But if you don't score the goals and take your chances, you don't deserve the win. Please don't head this. Walker Peters has done a good job of not heading the ball in annoying circumstances tonight. So fair play to him on that alone. Yeah, I said eventually we were going to have a shitter of a result, and that is the definition of that. They're at the corner. They had one half chance, I think. We created some top quality opportunities for Hernandez. He was clean through on goal at least once in that match, and he just didn't put the ball in the net. And at the end of the day, we can't do anything more from a tactical perspective than create the chances for the strikers. If he's not going to put the ball in the net, that's been our biggest fault this year. And the thing is, he should be as well. It's not like he's a bad striker. Like, his attributes suggest he should be scoring these. Like, finishing a 14, great composure of 13. He's got a decent first touch. Like, he should be finishing these more often than he does. It's as simple as that. And he's got good confidence. I don't know what it is. We should have won this match a couple of goals, basically. Should have been 3 or 4. Oh, no, actually, 2-1 I'd have taken. Frustrating result, but it does give us another point on the board, which is one of those 10 points I want to get. It's just frustrating when it comes at the expense of a game like this, which should be a dead cert winner. But that's what happens sometimes. That's football. We can't be too disappointed because we did play really well and created the opportunities. Hernandez, however, should be absolutely ashamed of himself for not taking, particularly the one where he was through on goal and the basically open goal where he hit the post with it. Thank God for Tate Chong in this match. He's bailed us out a couple of times, frankly, this season. And Juanpi can't come back fast enough, though. I feel like he's just that little bit better. Luisinho's going to be out for a little while as well. Toure, again, another excellent performance from him at least. But God damn it, 5 key passes again. Like, we should be creating more chances. We should be creating more goals with the amount of chances we're creating and the amount of key passes we're making. This team is designed to put things on a platter, and unfortunately we've just got no one who actually is hungry, apparently. But that's life. It's the first home draw we've had since the Valencia match, so, you know, it could have easily been the other way around with this in the Valladolid game. So at least we got a point. We pulled ourselves back from the brink of horrendousness in 2 consecutive matches to gain points from a losing position. So it's not the end of the world. Eibar away next is going to be difficult, but hopefully we'll have some of the better lands back again. Then we've got a massive run of games at home after that. Literally, 5 of our last 7 matches are at home after that. So that is a really ridiculous run of fixtures. We just need a few more points. I can feel it. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this, drop a like. That'll be gorgeous. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. See you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.